Sectional 19 has one ranked team, that's Belmont, but don't be fooled by that. Angola comes in 4-2, has been ranked at various times. So Angola at Belmont, you also have some pretty solid teams in terms of Lakeland, and at 5-2, Leo at 4-3. This is one of those balanced sectionals that we've talked about throughout the night.
No question about it. And Luke Amson's done a nice job in his rookie season at Angola. He's got a nice running back there, and Nicky Beard. He can play. And Belmont, I think Trent Bussey has been a very, very good player. He had a big game this past week. He's rushed for almost 900 yards. He's a player out there. Lakeland, I think Dakota Baldridge, their quarterback, prevents some matchup problems in that situation. But the team that you don't want to look past, and that's Concordia. They play in a very, very competitive conference throughout the course of the year, and Dean Dorfler's kids can play. They're used to playing at a high level and a high pace, and I certainly think that bodes very, very well for them as well.
Well, I love Sectional 20. I mean, we have three teams that are ranked in the top 10. You have number 2, West Lafayette at Benton Central, number 3, Western hosting Mississinewa, number 6, Yorktown hosting Twin Lakes, but sitting there at 5-2 is Blackford and Eastbrook and Mississinewa. So tell me, in terms of the records and rankings, the balance of this one may be as strong as any other.
And right from the get-go, you have Matt Lancaster, who was potentially the 3A player of the year. He has broken just about every record known to man at his school. It's been sensational, 1,200 yards passing. He's done a great job. He's got great players. Daniel Waddick has had an outstanding year there. But I tell you what, Benton Central, a very, very good team. They handed Lafayette Central Catholic their only loss. That's a tough first-round matchup there. And the two 5-2 teams in Eastbrook and Blackford, very, very competitive. And Western has had an outstanding year. And I tell you what, Alex Ingle's done a great job. In Yorktown, can really, really get out and get after it. This is a great sectional. This is a power sectional, and this is what we call the wow sectional in all of Class 3A.
All right, South pairings coming up. We'll be back with more of the IHSAA Football Tournament Pairing Show, brought to you in part by Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialist. You're listening to the IHSAA Methodist Sports Championship Radio Network. Welcome back, everyone, to the 2008 IHSAA Football Tournament Pairing Show. I'm Bob Lovell alongside Paul Condry. Paul, 3A South. We go to sectional number 21. Southmont will be at Greencastle on Friday, the 24th of October. Danville will travel to Western Boone. Brebeuf Jesuit on the road to North Montgomery.
Whoa.
And Crawfordsville at West Vigo. Also, sectional 22, we have on Friday, October 24th, Greensburg at Batesville. The winner of that game will play Indianapolis Bishop Chatard, the number 1 ranked team in 3A and the 2-time defending champions. On the 24th of October, Beech Grove will be at Hamilton Heights, and Rushville will be at Indianapolis Howe. Also, in sectional number 23, number 13, Heritage Hills travels to Salem. North Harrison at Charlestown. Number 11, Edgewood at Corydon Central. And Crawford County travels to Brown County. And in sectional number 24, Pike Central will be on the road at Vincennes Lincoln. Gibson Southern will travel to number 7, Evansville Memorial. Princeton will be on the road at Evansville Bosse. And number 10, Mount Vernon Posey, will travel to number 13, Washington. Let's go back to your unsolicited response to sectional number 21.
There's some good ones.
North Montgomery ranked number 4. Charlie German, the veteran coach, has done a magnificent job with this team, coming in undefeated and ranked number 4 in sectional 21.
Yeah, they're in the midst of a 7-game winning streak. That's the first time they've had that winning streak since they won those state championships back in the 90s. They are a very, very good football team. But there's some great matchups. The Crawfordsville at West Vigo game, you got the great junior running back in Fairley who's rushed for 1,300 yards, and a West Vigo team that's averaging 368 yards of offense per contest. But I tell you, make no mistake about it, Charlie's kids have played very, very well. They got a great running back in Ethan Carpenter, and Isaac McGonahay, guy can play. It's been a long time. It's been since 1996 since the Charlies had a chance to get to deep into the tournament series, and I certainly think that the top half of the bracket is, it's a pick 'em. You can throw a coin up there on that one.
Sectional number 22, as if Indianapolis Bishop Chatard needed an advantage. They're in the bye game taking on the winner of the Greensburg and Batesville matchup. So I'm sure the other competitors in that thinking, what more can they do?
Greensburg beat Batesville this past Friday night, so there's a situation there. They've had some turmoil there with the coach resigning and Chittard. Without make no mistake about it, this is Chittard's sectional to win. Rather than they go out inside and shoot themselves in the toe, they're just an outstanding football team. And I tell you, Ari Pappas, a guy who can just run all over people,
Absolutely.
one of the top junior players in the state of Indiana. They are without question the team to beat, and certainly a formidable team to advance deep into the series.
My buzzword for the night must be balance, because sectional 23, again, one of those, as we talked about at Heritage Hills, is a number ranked 13th. They're going to be at Salem. Edgewood ranked 11th at Corridon Central, but unranked and at 5-2. Salem, Charlestown. Those are two very good football teams. So you throw those two into the mix with the two ranked teams, four pretty solid football teams.
When was the last time we sat down and talked about a sectional where we weren't talking about Heritage Hills being the favorite? Never.
It's been a while.
It just hasn't happened. They're 3-3. They've had a down year by their great standards, and Bob Clayton has done a great job. Don't pass on them. They are, and Salem is certainly, they have to feel very, very good because they beat Charleston this past weekend, and that's a very big win. Charleston still trying to figure out what's going on. Cameron Metzger, if he's back and healthy, they're a very, very formidable team. In the bottom half, Edgewood, what a great story there Edgewood has done for Coach Jerry Bland. Josh Collier is a rush for 100 or 1,000 yards. He's a good player there. So I like this sectional. There's some teams in there, but once again, I don't think we should ever discount a Bob Clayton coach team. They're a very, very good team. A lot of teams trying to build some legacy of their own. This could be the year for those teams.
And in sectional number 24, boy, three ranked teams, one of those sectionals. Number 7, Evansville Memorial hosting Gibson Southern, and then the battle of two ranked teams in the bottom half of that bracket. Mount Vernon at Washington, Mount Vernon 13th, and Mount Vernon 10th and Washington 13th. So three pretty solid football teams, two of whom are going to square off on Friday, the 24th of the month.
You know, you look at this one, and once again, you look at Gibson Southern. They're a team that has made some noise. Rick Stefanich has done a nice job of getting their program to at a new level, and they've got some great players on their program. But I'll tell you what, I like the matchup between Mount Vernon and Washington. Kelly Brashear has done a great job with Washington, getting them in a position to make some noise. They've won 5 games already this year, but I think it's Mount Vernon's tournament to win. They've got a great pass and catch team with the Pletz kid. I really, really like what they've been able to do there. I really, really think that this is Mount Vernon's tournament to lose. I really believe there's a senior-dominated team, and you and I both know our fondness for senior-dominated teams, to that leadership that they provide, and I think that what Mount Vernon is going to bring to the table, and I think that gets them over the edge.
Coming up, we're going to go to the 4A pairings, and you're listening to the IHSAA Football Tournament Pairing Show, brought to you in part by Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialist. And you are listening to the IHSAA Methodist Sports Championship Radio Network. Welcome back, everyone. Bob Lovell, Paul Condry, the IHSAA Pairing Show for the Football State Championships, which begin on October the 24th. We'd like to thank the commissioner of the IHSAA, Blake Ress, and his staff for being so generous and kind, allowing us to do this, and for their hard work. And we also encourage you to come out if we still have 2 classes to bring you the pairings for. So come down to Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. Join us at the Emmis Communications Building and talk about some football and see who your favorite team will be playing. And again, we want to welcome everyone who's joining us on the IHSAA Methodist Sports Medicine Championship Radio Network, our great friends at WSAL in Logansport, also our thanks for everyone in Seymour, WXKU-FM, and in Sullivan, WNDI, and in Warsaw, WRSW, and for everyone joining us on IHSASports.org. Paul Condry, 4A North, sectional number 9. Gary Wallace at Hammond Morton. Highland will travel to Hammond. Griffith will be at East Chicago Central. And Gary Westside will be at your alma mater, the Hobart Bricks. The Bricks beat Gary West 40-14 on the 22nd of August.